Meeting the Tuskegee Airmen every single time, I always had that knot in my chest. I was very nervous because I know that without them, none of this would have been possible.
8 men walk into the room and you could have heard a pin drop. And I can tell you the hair on the back of my neck stood up because I understood what it was like to be in the presence of honor, of men of valor, true patriots. It was dead silence.
And that was just like, that's like walking history right there. Like, that's crazy, and really getting inspired by what those men did.
The Tuskegee Airmen are probably the finest pilots, arguably the finest pilots the world has ever known. They were discriminated against in the very beginning. They were not welcome as African Americans to even fly planes. It was more or less a test to see if it would fail. And it turned out to be, once, after all the hoops they had to jump through, they turned out to be some of the greatest pilots that we've ever known.
And basically the experiment was designed to fail. They didn't want to show that, black people, black men specifically, should be in an aircraft flying it, especially under stressful situations such as, planes going at it at war.
To be lucky enough to go through it and return home, and when you get home and you disembarking from the ship that brought you back home safely, and you start down the ramp and you get to the bottom of the ramp, and there's an enlisted man at the bottom of the ramp with the sign that says, blacks to the right, whites to the left. Then the whole thing hit you again. You know you're home. Now you just left one terrible situation and you're coming home to another terrible situation.
They set the pathway for me and all of us, actually, all the minorities. I think that without them, none of this would have been possible.
And they just proved everybody wrong with their, with just them getting through pilot training and then actually accomplishing the mission as good as they accomplished it, not losing not one heavy, on any bomb run that any heavy did. Yeah, that's amazing, that's crazy. No one else, no other group of fighter aircraft did that.
The missions that we were chosen to fly, escort, we never lost a bomber.
The Tuskegee Airmen were really brave people. They did so much for, this country, and not only for the country, but for the people like us.
Without the Tuskegee Airmen, I probably wouldn't be a pilot today. You probably wouldn't see any black pilots in the industry, honestly. They just gave a lot of people hope, confidence, saying like, oh, well, hey, they did it, so I can do it, you know what I mean? And they really just broke barriers and kind of broke down people's ignorance.
I'm always honored and thankful. Without them, none of this would have been possible.